Hey, what's up, everyone? Sly, Flo, man. We knew this would happen. One bad game from Brock Purdy, and the media, they're kind of swarming. There's been so much already, but I saw one actually today from your boy Doug Gottlieb. Guys who don't know, Fox Sports, he always fills in for Colin Cowherd. But let's check out what he had to say about Brock Purdy.
This is not me saying, it's like, oh, you think Brock Purdy stinks. No, but there's a reason that he was a seventh-round pick, the last pick of the draft. Every team in the NFL, including the Niners, had 6 other opportunities to take him and passed. Most teams had 7 opportunities to take him and passed. In a league that needs, values the quarterback position far more so than any other position, they had a guy who'd started his entire college career, who they'd seen a ton, and they're like, yeah, and you saw why this weekend. Like, well, he lost 2 of his best offensive weapons. Yeah, and that's where the real dudes step up and make plays anyway.
All right, man. There's a reason why he was drafted in the 7th round. What do you think about this, man? I know a few other guys are saying the same thing, but do you agree with that he's been exposed, or just one game, man?
Obviously, it's just one game, but these freaking analysts, they're going to keep preaching this until the demise of Brock Purdy, but I don't see that happening just because this guy is resilient, smart. He'll be ready. He's going to bounce back. He's going to play good this week against Minnesota. I guarantee that. And it's just like I was saying last time, it's these analysts, they always go with the big name schools or the big arm talent. Historically, every single year in, year out, it's always the top schools or the big arm who gets all this praise leading up to the draft. But guys who actually usually succeed in the draft are guys who played
small school
for 4 years. That's how it's always been historically. Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Brock Purdy now, Aaron Rodgers. All these guys, they get experience, and they might not be out there. Their name might not be out there consistently. I know Aaron Rodgers was kind of a big name, but they're getting that experience. They have no pressure, and they truly learn and understand the game. So I'd rather get a guy like that than this guy from, for instance, like Caleb Williams, who's getting all this praise, but now he's starting to get exposed himself too. So, no, I just think these guys, they overlook these smaller schools a lot of the times, and those guys end up becoming the best NFL quarterbacks later down the line. But what do you think, man?
I mean, all these guys that are coming out of the woodwork this week, they've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally he has one game where it wasn't great. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But then they go off and they just say what they've been waiting to say, And I knew it was going to happen. I wasn't shocked at all hearing this, what people are saying this week. But you know what actually impressed me? And I'm not trying to sound like a fanboy or anything, but what impressed me was that last drive. That last drive, as bad as it was, he had a chance to win the game. He put the team in position to win the game. He was throwing his best throws on that last drive. Jawan Jennings, the out to him. Brandon Ayuk, that slant route. He was just throwing dimes, and he put the team in to win the game. We had a few more plays. If I was Shanahan, I actually would have kept going. I would have kept pushing the ball down the field. But we led it to our kicker, and you know what happened there. But I was impressed. I came in at the end of the game. At the end, you know what? He had a bad game, but I liked the response. Remember Tom Brady in that first Super Bowl against the Rams? He wasn't playing his best game at all, but when it came down to it, that last drive against the Rams, he was clutch. And honestly, that's kind of what reminded me of. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but I'm just saying I think he has that clutch gene where, when it comes down to those big moments, he's going to make plays. So I'm not concerned about it. I knew these guys would come on and start talking that trash, and you could do it. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But I think he's going to bounce back. We have a big game Monday night, and I think he's going to do solid. I knew this was going to be the toughest test, man. We're talking about the number 1 defense. I even talked about that week. I was like, dude, it's going to be our toughest test on the road at 10 a.m.
With bad weather.
Bad weather. 2 of our guys' studs are out. Debo plays one play. And you knew a game like this was going to happen, and I said it might be this game, and it was this game. And despite all that, we still put our team in position to win the damn game. So I'm not concerned at all. All this talk, go ahead, just keep coming out. But I think he'll be fine, man. I'm not worried at all, man.
Yeah, and let's just have a bounce back game, get right back on track, and then we'll finish up with Cincinnati the following week, and then we have time to rest too, so recover.
So I think it's Vikings, Cincinnati, and then I think a bye week. Yeah, so
then you got time to recover after that. So.
I think we'll be fine, man. I think nothing to worry about. We're hearing that all our guys are going to be back hopefully this week, so that should help. And we're not going up against the number 1 defense, so If we have to play them again, I think Brock Purdy will be ready. It'll be indoors in Las Vegas. So I think that's he right there. That's where he shines. In Vegas, he was on fire in that dome. So don't trip about it. I'm not tripping. So, man, Doug Gottlieb, guys like that, enjoy this, man. Have your cake. But don't worry, man. Brock's coming back. And the Brock star, man. I believe, man.
All right, well, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think about this. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time.
Peace.